Hi guys, it's Tara. I'm just here to pop on and share a little information about Young Living's referral program. Referral program is technically the business, right? Some people pursue it like a business and some people treat it like a straight referral program. Either way is totally fine. So we're gonna refer to it as a referral program here. It's just basically business or referral program. Either way you look at it, it is an income opportunity. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to walk through what that might look like for you. Okay, so welcome. This is just here to help you understand the Young Living income opportunity. Oops, sorry, I covered up my camera with my notes. So welcome. I think I already said that. I'm going to run down the basics of how this program works. You may already be sharing your love for Young Living without even realizing it, which is why I think most of you are here, right? I'll be sharing the potential behind the referral program, and this is for existing members or people who don't even know what Young Living is, so feel free to share it if you think it is meant for somebody. So first, we're going to go with my story, right? So most of you know my background. You know that I'm a neonatal nurse practitioner. I have been since 2005. Holy moly, do the math on that. I loved being a nurse practitioner, especially in my younger days because I had much more energy back then. And I had a wonderful salary. I was compensated well. It met a lot of my passions in life. But all of that did not come without a cost, right? I was working 24-hour shifts, which is really insane, right? 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I would have about a 2 to 3 day fallout recovery period where I was kind of a hot mess. I was not a very good wife. I was not a very good mom. And it was pretty brutal. And it got more and more brutal the older I got. And like I said, I was a crazy person, but I did it because our family was growing, right? I needed to support my family through providing. So not only that, but kind of looking at providing for our family, I was capped out at a pediatrician's salary, which I love. Pediatricians are so valuable, but we just have a different job than them. And so that was kind of frustrating. I was capped. So in our industry, hard work does not equal pay, which is really frustrating. And I know that is the case for a lot of you out there as well. So that can get really frustrating. I was losing time with my family. My time was traded for money. I had to be at work to be making money. And I had minimal financial security because, like I said, I was capped. And so it all was not adding up in my mind. And I felt a constant tugging between life and practicing, right? And so why am I telling you all this? Well, I met Young Living Essential Oils, and I'll kind of describe my Young Living story here in a second, but it really has provided financial and physical wellness. Sorry, I'm trying to move on and it won't let me. There we go. So I do have a story because not only do I have a life story, but I'm in Young Living, right? So how I got started, I was Western medicine minded my whole life. That wasn't until I had a need. My sweet son Hudson, as you see here on the bottom right, he had eczema that was triggered by introduction of dietary foods, right? This was not the worst of it. He usually had some blistering and bleeding going on, but it was complete body. And we were on some pretty crazy prescriptions. So I was doing some research and I followed this lady up at the top left here, Emily Anderson. She was a Christian blogger, or still is a Christian blogger. And I was following her just for that. And around the time that this kind of reaction happened for Hudson, she had posted on her blog about Young Living. And I had been researching oils and wasn't really buying into it. I thought they were hippie magic. And so when she brought about Young Living, I started doing more company research. And eventually, a couple weeks later, settled on giving essential oils and Young Living a try to address this issue. So got my starter kit because I love discounts and bundles, you know. I like people to show me all the best things that a company has and then give me a discount, right? Yes, please. But I got way more than a solution for his skin. I got to open my eyes to all the things that essential oils and Young Living products can do. It made total sense for me to get on Essential Rewards at that point, because I was literally using cream after cream after cream because it was working, and it took us about 18 months to figure it out. So you see the picture here, got my potions, whipped him up, and his skin went from that to that picture. That was a 3-week time difference. It's insane, y'all. So all of the research that I was doing, combined with the tangible ways these oils were working for our family, I could no longer deny that they had an immense benefit to our wellness. And so as time went on, I started telling people my stories that I was just experiencing through Young Living and their products, and they were adding up quick, y'all. I have so much personal testimony that is so not compliant, but I was shouting it from the rooftops, right? I was telling the world. And so I started getting these paychecks from Young Living, and I thought I had robbed a bank at first, guys, because I was like, who's paying me for this? I would just give them my member number because they needed a member number to sign up. And then I started getting paychecks, and it is so crazy. But this so I started doing a little bit of research and came across the income disclosure statement, because I didn't know this could be a business when I first signed up. And read some of the numbers here. And if you have read the numbers, your eyeballs are going to pop wide open, because this is some crazy money, right? Especially when you get closer to the top of the company. And I kind of looked at the time, Emily Anderson, I asked her, I said, hey, I'm a little interested in this business. And she was silver at the time of my enrollment. So I went and looked her up on the income disclosure and saw that she was averaging about $1,500 to $2,500 per month, which is about $26,000 per year. That's pretty great, right? Just for sharing your story. So I thought that would be awesome if I could do that too. And now Emily Anderson is a diamond, okay? And I know her personally, so I know these figures are true. And I know lots of diamonds within the organization who will vouch for this income disclosure statement. And she is making an average of about $40,000 per month, y'all, per month. That's insane, right? It's kind of stupid money. And so that translates to about $474,000 per year. I can't even say that because it's ginormous. I'm not used to saying that number. So I did not really have a whole lot of resources back in the day. Emily was just starting the business herself. And so I just said, hey, I'm going for it. The checks are coming in, and I'm just going to keep plowing forward, right? So this is where I'm at. I did it. We just hit gold, you guys. That was so exciting this month. And that is one of the blessings in this business, is that your friends can come alongside of you, rally with you, support you, and so can your team. And everyone did a fantastic job. So what does that mean for our family? It means that I can now work my practicing job on my terms. Okay, I do not need to go back to work anymore, which is so incredibly freeing based on the things I just told you, right? It has taken a huge weight off of my chest. So it makes me a better mom. It makes me a better wife, and it just makes me a better person and friend, honestly. The fact that I'm not getting so bogged down in my career. I do have a career. It's a career that I'm choosing, and a career that is so freeing. So I got to stay at home with my fourth baby. She's right there in the bottom left corner. My first 3 kids, I had to go back to work at the 3-month mark, and it was so sad, you guys. I was working those long 24-hour shifts away from them, and it was just really hard. And so I cannot thank my people enough for the gift they've given me and being able to stay at home with Hazel. I've gotten to see all of the things with her and experience all of the goodness. So I'm so thankful for that. It was completely different this time around. So thank you. And what I want to say is you can do this too, right? I'm thankful that Young Living chooses to give their marketing dollars to their people. I'm thankful that Young Living encourages their people to empower and educate others. And I'm thankful that through organic sharing, I get to provide financially for my family. So enough about me. I want to hear about your story. Who introduced you to Young Living? What products are you using in Living? And why would you consider the Young Living referral program or the business? What would additional steady income do for your family, okay? This is just not one-off paychecks. This is sustainable income for a lifetime, okay? And so we're gonna get back to the basics here. I want to introduce you to how all of this works. That way, if you're ready to say yes, you're equipped. And if you're not, you have these thoughts and knowledge in your mind for when you have a need to fill, okay? So what is network marketing? Sathya touched on this a little bit, so I won't spend much time here. But I do think it's important to talk about why Young Living chose to use this model of marketing, essentially. First, let's talk about traditional advertising. So Target, everyone knows Target and loves Target and gives all of their monies to the Target, right? So Target uses traditional advertising. They have millions and billions of dollars in their company, and then millions of dollars of that budget is poured into advertising and marketing, okay? They do that through commercials, through emails, through social media ads, through the printing of flyers that end up in your mailbox, and they hope you read them. Mine usually goes straight in the trash because once you see something at Target, you have to get it, right? So they take all of those dollars and pour them into materials, into executives to come up with those materials, okay? Network marketing is a little different, or it's a lot different. They pour the millions of dollars for that marketing budget into their people, okay? That's just what network marketing is. They take their network or their marketing dollars and pour it into their people. So the members, right, like us and like you. And you get paid by Young Living to share that referral link that you have, that little enrollment link. And we'll talk about more about that in a second. But why does network marketing work, right? We all want to know, does this actually work? They could actually use their marketing dollars to pour into their people. And consumer marketing has done a ton of research on this because of the impact that network marketing is having. So we're going to talk about why does it work, okay? Network marketing is just essentially word of mouth marketing. You're more likely to buy a product when a recommendation is made by a friend or by someone you trust, right? As opposed to a traditional marketing like those flyers you get in the mailbox. You don't know if a product is actually quality or not when you look at that. And for me, I'm a detailed person and a skeptic by nature, so I need to see real results in real people that I know. And you can see that highlighted here. So when Consumer Reports looked at kind of where people were saying they got their, where their purchases came from based on advertising, you can see here, the number one, and glaringly number one, 92% of people purchase something based on a recommendation from a person that they know, all right? This is why network marketing is so powerful. General information doesn't work for most people, right? Most people are a show me kind of person. So, okay, let's talk a little bit more about traditional work versus Young Living work, all right? Because there's a huge difference. So Young Living, you can work wherever you are, right? You can work from your house, from your bed, from a coffee shop, on the couch, alongside your babies, them hanging off your arms, wherever. You can work in the cracks. You can devote a certain amount of time to your Young Living business, whatever works for you, right? Before, I was chained to a hospital. That is the only place I could do my work. And so I literally had to create space for that, right? It couldn't be worked into the cracks. You can also work however you choose, because with Young Living, there are no minimum requirements, right? We don't have any quotas to meet. We don't have any calls to be on. We don't have any meetings to attend. It is completely up to you what you do. You can share on social media. You can swipe a tired mama in Target with all the stress away, right? You can have coffee with someone. You can talk to someone in a small group. You can talk to people you're already around, like at PTA meetings and room mom stuff. It's not on someone else's schedule. You can do this however you choose. It's so great because I used to be at the beck and call of my scheduler, right? I had to request off time months in advance, and I had to work holidays and weekends. No fun. The third thing, this is really awesome. You get paid regardless, okay? You get paid when you don't show up to work. There's no other job like that. I make money while I sleep. This is insane. I got paid during my maternity leave. You know how much my company paid me during maternity leave? They paid me for 2 weeks, and that is it. The Young Living paid me every month without skipping a beat. I didn't have to apply for disability. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. I got my paychecks on time, okay? And that, not only that, but I took almost close to a year off with Hazel, right? I didn't work very intently during that year. And if that would have been a traditional job, they would have fired me in a hot minute, right? You can't just not show up to work for a year. So the also other thing I want to point out about getting paid regardless is you work once, so you share something with someone, right? And then you plug them in, and then you get paid over and over and over and over again. This is like when an author writes a book, right? They put it through a publisher out on the market, and each time someone buys the book, they get paid. But they already had planted the work, right? And they just get paid over and over for a lifetime of that book. Also, it is willable income, which is huge. You get paid on the lifetime of your account, okay, until you die. And then your people get paid after you die, okay? And so on and so on and so on. You can will your business through generations, also called generational income. My husband's company, if something happened to him, God forbid, would pay me his salary for 6 months. And then they would be like, peace out, okay? It would not be coming in anymore. So with Young Living, as long as your account stays active, you get paid, and you can will your company to the people below you. So generational income, which is really awesome, right? That's like an amazing legacy that you can leave. So not your mama's MLM. I think most of us already know that because we use and love Young Living, right? And we all know these companies down here thanks to social media, right? But we are different. I say this all the time because it is so true. There's literally something for everyone in Young Living. And we have created a sustainable lifestyle with our products, right? These are consumable products. They're going to be used on the regular if the education is done correctly. And especially as we start to get to know all the dirty little secrets about what's in our store-bought products, people are going to be running for a non-toxic plant-based alternative. So like I just said, there's something for everyone, literally. I buy things from Young Living that I used to buy from Target. And not only that, but I get stuff for free and a rate of return at 25% back on each purchase, which is unheard of, right? I don't know any other referral program like that. Also, all the stuff shows up on my doorstep, which is key because I don't like to go anywhere with 4 kids. I think we all know that. So, and the neat part is there's no middleman. You control your own account all the time. All right, so how does it work? I'm going to briefly talk about this. Don't get too caught up in these little details because we have teams of mentors to walk you through this based on what it looks like for you. So just view this globally. How does it work, right? I use the products in my family. Peace and Calming is one of our faves around here because, like I said, I got 4 kids and I got to calm some people down. So I used the oil and developed a ton of personal testimony about it, and then told my friend, right? Let's say my friend Sally right here, told her, you have got to put this on your children. She did and said, oh yes, I want all of that. Give it all to me. And so I gave her my referral link. She signed up. Super awesome. And then Young Living just paid me, right? They said, great, you're sharing with your friend Sally. Why don't you take that budget we would have spent educating and pouring into her, and I'm going to give it to you. So Sally's life was changed. And then so Sally went and told her friends, right? And down here, these 6 friends below Sally, I didn't know any of those friends, which is super glorious because they're still on my team. So fun. And I got paid on all these friends, and so on and so on and so on. You see how their friends tell their friends tell their friends. So how much money are we talking, right? Let's first look. So when you give someone your enrollment link, Young Living will, and they purchase a starter kit. There's 4 different starter kits. So like I said, something for everyone. There's oils, there's makeup, there's Thieves, which is a personal and home care products, and Ningxia. And when someone buys one of those starter kits, you get $50 in the mail just straight off the bat, right? That's their little thank you. And then not only that, but you get paid 25% of their total purchases for 3 months, okay? The first 3 months of their account. So let's say I signed someone up and then they spent $100 per month for those first 3 months, okay? I would earn $25 per month on that account. So as you can see, this model right here on this screen is a great way to make quick money, right? If you need like a car payment or a tuition payment or something like that, sell a couple kits, wham, bam, you're done, all right? But like I said, this is not a one-off thing. This is a sustainable income. So let's talk more long-term. So you, right up at the top here, enroll 6 people. Remember how we just talked about their 6 people, go and enroll their 6 people, which turns into 36 people. Now you're making $180 a month, okay? These facts and figures are figured on someone spending $100 per month just for ease. And it's a provable trend in Young Living, okay? So their friends telling their friends telling their friends. You get paid even when you don't know who those 216 people are, which is so glorious, right? And this carries on for the lifetime of your account. So the amounts that are shown here are per month, you guys. This is per month. All because of the products you use and love. So remember we were talking about Emily Anderson? She is the bottom number, okay? So she's making about $31,000 to $40,000 per month. I don't know her exact income. So if you don't think diamond is possible for you, I'm here to tell you it is. I see people who I started out in this business with hitting it all the time, okay? They just added 72 diamonds to the organization in the last 3 months. So this is not a rare thing, okay? And speaking of 6 upon 6 upon 6 people, this group that you see here is all through sharing and modeling, right? These are all business women in Young Living who are on parts of our team. A lot of these members are Western Oils members and a lot of them are not. And that is the cool part about Young Living. It truly is a community. Even if people aren't on your team, they still love on you and pour into you, which you see here, okay? Yeah, and that's just a small representation of how my 6 got their 6 got their 6. So who can do this? That is the question of the hour, right? It is literally for anyone, but it's not for everyone. I understand that. But anyone can make this happen for themselves. So people who love people, right? This is a really great business for them. If you like people, this is right up your alley. Even if you don't love people, and I don't mean that in that way, but if you're an introvert that gets recharged by solitude, that is totally me. This is still for you, okay? If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm like the president of introverts. But you will get a recharge. There are smaller communities within our team that introverts love to pour into. We have, like I said, 900 members. And if you're looking at Oil Collective community, it's in the tens of thousands. So for all those extroverts out there, you can get your people fill through that. And all of these people will encourage you, we will love you, we will run with you, and we will respect your space when you need it, right? There's a lot of people running towards good causes in Young Living through adoptions, through gospel missions, through mission trips. There's all kinds of causes in Young Living. It's so fun to find out people's stories. So if you are a blue who loves adventure and fun, this is totally for you because these people are party people. If you're a party people, yes, just say yes. Let's do it. Who wants out of the monotony? I know I do. Who wants to check off bucket list? Tons of people do. This is a great avenue for that. Reds, do you love challenges, right? Reds love challenges. They love rewards and recognition. Young Living is full of it. They give rewards for ranks. They give trips. They give prizes. They give oils. They give products. They give all kinds of things to their members. So if you like rank recognition, you're in the right spot. Trips, like I said. And then if you are just fueled to be a leader, this is definitely an organization for you because you are your own boss, okay? Green, who thrives? I'm totally green. I'm a nerd. Everyone knows it. I wear it proud. Who thrives on detailed plans and resources? Yes. Who wants to know all the things? I do. All the things. Who wants to thrive in integrity? Totally. And this is such a stable program, you guys. There is a science behind it, or there is an art form behind it. There's both, and everyone can thrive. So yes, just know that this is for everyone. Okay, no, for anyone, but for everyone. All right. Okay. I hope you guys learned a little bit. Thank you for watching. This is part of your little challenge. Catch up on the first 1 and 2 days if you have not. All of these are going to kind of accumulate together on Friday. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Bye.